Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellums, Greeny Flicks Adventure 8. Welcome to another video. It's my first four-wheel drive video or touring or travel video for a long time. So, welcome back. I'm about to set off on a big Central Australia tour again. So, a couple of maps there so you can see the distances that we'll be traveling. 14,000 kilometers over probably, I would say, a 5 to 6 week period. Again, depending on how the going goes. Sometimes a bit quicker, sometimes a bit slower. So I hope to bring a number of videos traveling across the Simpson Desert, the Great Central Highway, Karijini National Park, across to Western Australia. Swim with the whale sharks, Steep Point, most western side of Western Australia or Australia, all the way down to Perth, across the Nullarbor, across and then back to Sydney again. So there's a bit of prep to do, and that's what this video is about. Just doing some checklists and the things that I'll be looking out for to make sure that everything's in place, ready for this trip. First thing you need to do is get your car serviced. So I have my car serviced by Toyota on a regular basis, so that way I know that it's spick and span and everything is up to date, or the servicing is done. But having said that, there's some things that I always check off immediately to make sure that I can actually do a long journey. And and the number one thing is tires. Do you have the right tires? I like to go for the chunky tires, and the ones that I had the most success with are the Cooper's tires. Oh, just a quick note, while you're watching this video, I'm not sure whether you knew, but I'm associated with a number of companies, and those companies can provide discounts to my viewers and subscribers. So all you need to do is go to adventure8.com.au, just click on the website. Yes, just go shop discounts and you find all the different companies that I'm associated with. So for example, SwiftX, so you can set up a crypto exchange and get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. iTech World for camping, lithium batteries, backup systems for your home. Red Tiger for dash cams, Vamos electric bikes, and all sorts of different discount levels are available, and there are discount codes associated with each one of those, whether it be Adventure 8 or something else. So just go to the website. I hope you can take advantage of the discounts, and back to the video. Sort of go for the STT Pros. You can see how chunky they are. They don't rate these tyres for any particular kilometres because they're usually in rough conditions. Depending on how rough it is, it depends on how long they last. But if I can get between 20 and 30,000 kilometres out of a set of tyres for the type of roads that I do, that is good. That's a good result. That's probably 2 trips around Australia maybe, if you're lucky. And yeah, so I've got new tyres all the way around, and then I've got a couple of spares. These have already done about 10,000 kilometers, and you can see how they've already been chopped up by the stones. And I've got another one on top of the roof there, so 2 spare tyres. Yeah, so tyres are always the biggest problem in traveling around Australia, and if your tyres aren't up to it, you'll be changing tyres and you'll run out of tyres and you have all sorts of problems. So having said that, even I do get flats occasionally, on a very rare occasion, and then you need to change your tyre, so you've got to work out how you're going to change the tyre. I do have a high lift jack on top of the car here, but I have my smaller hydraulic jacks as well, which is my preference to use those because it's much easier. But in extreme conditions I do have my high lift jack as well. Yeah, so while we're on the subject of tyres, the other thing that's really important is your suspension, both the springs but also the shock absorbers that you have. Now, as long as they're in good condition, I think you're okay. I tend not to travel with spare shock absorbers or spare springs. As long as they're in good condition when I start, chances are that they'll be in okay condition by the time I finish. So I've serviced the car, tyres, springs. Chances are, if you get those right, you're going to have a good trip. The rest of the stuff just then makes the trip comfortable And the things that are really important to me, one of the most important things is having enough lights both inside and also outside, so that you can do your camps and find what you need to find inside the car, or set up stuff that's also outside. So I've got lights everywhere. So let's have a quick look inside, and then we'll come back onto the outside as well. No doubt you'll see more about the four-wheel drive as we go camping and touring, but just as a quick intro, this is the setup that I have now. I have changed the configuration from a 5-seater to a 2-seater and got rid of the cargo barrier, and then put everything else around the place differently. The big advantage of this setup is that in really extreme conditions, either hot or wet, both my wife and I can be inside. We could be cooking, do everything inside without actually going outside as well, so that's good. The heart of our operation is the iTech World power station. So I've done a lot of videos on iTech World and all the different power stations that I have for my different cars, but the one that I have here is an older one, 1300p I think it is, but there's a new version out as well. There'll be some links in the video, and remember to use your Adventure 8 discount code to get your extra 5% discount off their website, or whenever you go shopping for iTech World gear, camping gear, four-wheel drive gear, power stations, recovery, power backup systems for your house, etc. Just iTech World. I've been with them for a few years now, and outstanding service, outstanding equipment. Alright, so fridge, yeah, I've got my rear drawers for my tools and all accessories developed over the last 14 years. Everything is in its place, my toolbox and everything else. Again, you'll see more of this during the trip. I'm carrying 60 litres of water, and I prefer to use jerry cans, and also another one there that's not connected but can be just used to fill up these, because that way I can make sure that my water is not contaminated. If I do contaminate one 20-litre container, then at least I've got other containers that have got good water as well. I've got dual fuel tanks on this Troopy, but I still carry another 20 litres of diesel just in case. I put lights everywhere because it makes life so much easier. Lights here around the kitchen. I do innovate and make inventions as is necessary. So having the drawers this way, it means if when the car is rocking from side to side on the Simpson Desert, then these drawers will just fall out. So I've devised these little mechanisms here, and this is my locking device. I'll just sort of put that up there, and then I can access to my drawers. Yeah, so you basically improvise as necessary, and as you go in your trip, and then this locks it in place. It doesn't come out, so that's pretty good. I have two fridges. I got my Engel fridge, 40-litre fridge here. This can be operated as a fridge or a freezer. And then I've got my smaller fridge here. I think this is about 15 litres. So that's all pretty good. Yeah, so you'll see more of this during the trip, of course. Alright, what are the things that are really important in preparation? Yes, okay, if you've got things like winches, then yeah, you got to check your winch, because inevitably if something happens and you need to use the winch, if you haven't checked it, chances are it's not going to work. There are so many moving parts and everything. So I do check my winch, and the things that do go wrong with the winch is, you can see here, this lever here is what you need to move in order to activate or disengage, and this will seize up. I can move it now because I have actually serviced this and put some oil in there, and then obviously connect your controller and then operate your winch to make sure that it's all working correctly. I put on some new covers to my spotlights here, and clean these covers on the lights as well, so I've got nice lights. I have outside camp lights which I can activate from inside the car, and then you can see these. Okay, you can see the lights there, they come on, and I've got these lights all the way around the car as well, which then gives me plenty of light for cooking and camping and everything else. The lights the surrounding area, it stops you tripping around the car in the middle of the night. There you go, you can see. But I've got these camp lights actually also underneath the bonnet here. So that actually, if you need to work on the car in the evening, then that gives enough light underneath the engine bay here, under the bonnet, to be able to get access to everything you need to do in the middle of the night, if that's what you're doing at night time. Otherwise, much easier to work on your car during the day, of course. Yeah, well, it's just a quick video just to really let you know that the trip is about to start, so that will be exciting. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I've got to put in the food, pack our bags, and then basically start our journey, and there will be some updated videos en route as we go. So look out for the videos. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe, press notifications, you'll be notified when the next video is out. If you like the video, then give it a thumbs up, that's how you support it. But also, if you want some discounts from the companies that are affiliated with me, like iTech World, then remember to use the Adventure 8 discount code. But with the other affiliated companies that I have, they have other discount codes as well. You can find all these discount codes on my website, adventure8.com.au. Just go to the shopping discount tab and you'll see everything there. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video during the trip. There'll be some more videos on the photography side as well. It is a photography trip, and there'll be lots of opportunity to talk about that also in the upcoming videos. Talk to you soon. See you soon. And thanks again for watching. Cheers. Bye.